Hey, everybody, welcome back. We are jumping back in with Rhona. We are going to do some New Game Plus. And the interesting part here is we've got a whole myriad of mods added in. So we're going to let them um, basically kind of kick in and start up and get everything going. Out in the blackness is initialized. Exit and re-enter your ship before using any of the features. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, excuse me. Man, my allergies. Holy cow. Mm. I was like just out of the blue, man. Hold on one sec. Oh man, I was at my brother's brother-in-law's house earlier, and there were 5 dogs there. And although I own a dog myself, that was a lot of dogs in one place. Sadly, I own a dog and I'm allergic, so that tells you how smart I am. Okay, so we still got to go to Cassiopeia. We still got. I'm looking to see. I want to see what we. Legacy Forged. Okay, stolen shipment. Um, um, we've done a lot with her. Just want to make sure. All right. So I'm just gonna click on infiltration. All right. How do we get so many skill points just sitting there, just chilling, waiting for us? As well. Um, okay. And then, real quick here. Are we maxed out? Whoa, we're maxed out in a lot of different things. All right. Let's go over here and see exactly what's isolation. Post management. Let's go ahead and pick that. And we're going to pick that. Are we getting any close there? Nope. And we'll pick that. Okay. All right, let's see what we got on our ship. Who we got on our ship? Who is with us? Um, okay. Apparently we got no one. There's nobody hanging out on our ship. Nobody wants to be with us. Nobody's riding with us. We're riding all on our own. And you know what? Fine. Fine. We can live with that. I hear it sounds like the party is going on up there. Okay. Um, let's make a decision and go somewhere. because we know what's going to happen. Where are we? Oh, the I don't see it. Legacy forged. Okay. Stolen shipment. Missing persons. Where is it? Does it not count down here as a completed quest? Lazarus Awakens. So that's where we left off. We just finished Lazarus Awaken. Actually, it is a nice little quest I enjoyed. All right, and then we're gonna check our settings, gameplay options, extreme, hard. Okay, vendor credits greatly increased. Fleet availability. Okay. Let's see. Disable the player need to sit. Recommended. Uses vanilla game validations. Enabled. The player can stay up. Experimental. Less validation of unauthorized ships may break your save if adding wrong ships. That's why. Okay. All right. Well, once we have a Class C license, I think, I don't know if it's really about the license and about whether the ship can be added to your fleet or not. So maybe we should just leave as is. Okay, so we got the slider going, shattered space, the recycler, and real fuel is actually enabled here. That is SE integration is enabled. Okay. Immersive looting. Okay. Um. Uh, I'm gonna just leave it at vehicle only. Vehicle nearby, just in case that vehicle only doesn't mean what I think it means. All right, so we're gonna go with 50%. Okay. There is a fuel system, and it doesn't matter at this point, but yes, alternate start compatibility. And punish me. Yep. Okay. So everything is as it should be. All right. Forgive me, guys. We are going to just. Ooh, we got 4.5 mil. Holy cow. All right. Spacesuits. Huh. Hold on a sec. What do you got on you? Combat veteran. All right. Pack. Combat veteran. What do you got on you? Filter. Sentinel. Okay. What I'm checking is just to get rid of, make sure I don't have chameleon on anything. Although I do know there is a mod that can remove the chameleon effect. The problem is something is causing it to basically keep, once you go invisible, you stay invisible and it doesn't come off, and it gets to be kind of an annoyance, and you're trying to figure out exactly, whoa, what can I do? And then consumables. This alien, yeah, I can go. All right, I think everything below that. $40 damage for 3 minutes, 500 damage resistance for 5 minutes, but it's contraband. All right. And then resources, boom. Okay. This seismographic scanner, I gotta figure out what that's for. It's probably one of those mods, not mods, but the quest that we picked up and decided, yeah, we need to actually do it. Six rounds, 13. All right, you know what? Seriously. Okay. I think we're ready to go. I think we're all set and ready to get going. Hold on, we're gonna up, scan. Vega 2C. What are we doing here? There's a mining camp. Destroy stash at mining camp. Is that our quest? Yes. Oh, interstellar travel. Because you know why? Because we're not sitting in the seat. All right, so we got to keep very close attention to what it's telling us and what is actually happening. I think at this point, I think we could take you. No, we're gonna fight, and we're gonna see if you can take us this time. I think we're OP for you now, right now. I really do. I think we're OP. Take him out. Take him out. We had him. They couldn't do it. Stop the boarding party. Oh, heck yeah. Do you see that? We almost had him. We weren't supposed to. I don't think we were supposed to even get that far. But they're like, they don't know who they're messing with. Oh, this is way different. That is so cool. That is so cool because we almost had them. I think we destroyed. We had to destroy that first ship, right? And then we were being boarded by the second ones because they couldn't truly incapacitate us. And then here we are. Here we are.
Huh. Hair's a little shorter, I think.
Yeah, I've been trimming it.
But I'm fairly sure you're you. And it looks like I found you not a moment too late. Pins and needles all over. Am I right? Yeah. Nasty thing, that beam of theirs. First blast disables your ship. Second disables anyone on board.
Yeah, Han Solo. Yeah, huh?
Who am I? Is that what you asked? Well, don't worry. I'm here to help. Huh. That was almost coherent. You should be knee-deep in drool, barely able to remember which shoe goes on which foot. I'm actually impressed. But you'll have to give it a little more time before you can actually talk again and be able to move more than just your head. You don't say. Well, I'd love to continue this enthralling dialogue we've got going on, catch up on old times, but clock's ticking, so listen carefully. These guys who attacked you, it wasn't by accident. And if I hadn't intervened, you'd be on your way to a max security prison right now. These guys, they will come for you again, and right now there's precious little you could do to stop them. Listen, there'll be enemy reinforcements here at any moment, so I'm gonna use my ship to lure them away. Give them something else to chase for a while. Once you can walk again, come find me at these coordinates.
Okay.
I'll do everything I can to keep you safe. You have my word on that. Now, let's get you out of this and back to your ship.
Okay. We're going back. You know we do that. We're going back to loot. Is Sarah with me? All right, you ready? Well, because looting is what we do, and we had these guys. We did that lot. They had to get me with 2 blasts. That is crazy because that's not. That shows that this game that it will adjust for your character, what what level they're at, and yeah, my character was so strong. And I like the fact that the commentary changed too. They were like, yeah, we never had to do 2 blasts before, and we'll get promotions for this one. So I'm kind of looking forward to seeing like what happens when we do get attacked, or if we even are going to get attacked again. Because like I said, the first time through, we got attacked. The first place we jumped to after this. And yeah, I took a ship that I wasn't supposed to. But I don't necessarily agree that I wasn't supposed to take it. And the funny thing about that one too, I don't know what it was happening because I think we got attacked by like 30 ships. And yeah, the ship I was using was just OP. It was OP. It was just, well, as you can see, it was just going right. It was cutting right through them. It didn't take much at all. And then there was nothing they could do. So, and in this case here, I was expecting kind of the same thing. Just, nope, 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 nope. I was expecting, yeah, it wasn't surprising to be able to take that first ship out. It's, you know. All right, I think that's it. We went through, we looted everything. Okay, we're gonna head back up, and we're gonna go see what this guy has to say over at Stardock. Right here. We're also gonna see just how often we get attacked. Andrasia wants to talk to us. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Dang blasted. Oh, I can't board it again? You should let me board it. Uh, okay. Okay. Just let me board it. Really? It's not our ship. We didn't do the what's the name. I wanna. Okay, so you can't destroy it? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Let's go and get some distance here, right? Alright. Where's the unknown vessel? Alright. See how long it takes us to slow down? Slow down! Dang. Did we finally destroy it? No. But we can't board it. Okay. That was on us though, because what I usually do is go to the cockpit and actually take over the ship. So that was my bad for leaving too soon. All right, Star Eagle contraband. All right, resources. Got so many of them. Yep, you're seeing correctly. 273K of storage, but only while we're sitting on the ship. I think it's only 18K when we're actually off the ship and moving around. Yep, Watchtower components. Okay. Port and storm. Meet the mysterious individual. Hey, what planet are we near right now? So we're on Vega, right? Don't we have a mission over here at the mining camp? Destroy stash at mining camp on Vega 2. See, do we want to do it or do we just want to go ahead and jump over to Stardock? I think we're just gonna go. Missions. Address the cabinet. Oh, shoot. Oop. All right.
There you are.
I love the feeling after a first
slow down. 'Cause you like to just go way fast. Our ship is way too fast at this point. Have we scanned this planet before? We have not. Alright, so that's where we're supposed to do. And I don't see anything. Ooh, emergency distress signal. We can go hit that one real quick. And this is also not just to be obstinate or anything, but I'm curious, right? Because the last time we decided to go do something different, and
Their grab drive is crippled. They're not escaping.
so yeah, the last time we had we tried to jump, and then we ended up someplace, and then we got waylaid or ambushed, and so I wanted to see if that was going to happen again. And right now, it seems this will be the fourth playthrough that we've gone through with Watchtower. Only one time out of four so far. Easy peasy. All right. All right, where are we? We came in, and let's go this way real quick. All right, this gun is getting a little OP. We should save it for like Terramorphs. Because who wants to sit and fight Terramorphs all day? But yeah, this gun is just a tad bit OP. It's the combination. This gun, see, it does Furious, Chilling, and then Tesla. Right? So it freezes you, and then it's, electrifying you at the same time. And then each consecutive hit is dealing more damage than the first. So it's starting to, it's like, maybe we should go with this guy. So this one is Furious, Chilling, and then Shattering, right? Breaks through to even the strongest armor. But I don't think, oh shoot. God dog it. Unfortunately, we don't have the rounds for it, so we got a choice. We either got that one is not enough rounds. We got rounds for this one, but dang, that thing is gonna hit like something. Yeah. All right. We're handgunning it. All right. We went this way, and that was it. All right. So we got to go up. Hey. Welcome aboard. This layout's a little different than I was expecting. Actually, kind of. But then again, maybe I'm not thinking of the right type of ship. Oh, this is gonna be. I'll never kill him with this. He's running around. No, but if you want more, I'm more than happy to oblige. For some reason, it took me 3 tries to get that grenade to to go.
Show me what
Did you see the Pirate Legend 197?
incoming.
197 level Pirate Legend. Maybe my gun isn't OP. Did you see that? I just shot Sarah in the butt. I'm stuck against something. Something's got it. Something's hitting us. What they're doing is, oh shoot! See, 4 tries just to get her to throw 1 grenade. What the hell is going on that's causing that? Okay, what's interesting is who's shooting at me? All right, on the 3rd try, it actually. On the 3rd try, it actually threw a grenade. Sarah, you stay down because you're a liability right now.
Got it.
Sarah.
Give it your best shot. Damn it! I'm hit.
You always hit, Sarah. It's because you run right into the bullets. Usually right in front of my gun.
Get down. Not gonna last much longer.
Well, you know what? That would be doing us all a favor, Sarah. Who's back there? Holy cow. Alright. Sarah, you back up? You back with us? We know there's plenty more still to go. In the line here. Right now we have to actually feed the crew, so yeah. I take all the food now. Make sure we can feed everybody.
You got a death wish.
God dang it. This 1-inch punch thing makes this thing so jerky. What's crazy is these guys are usually more aggressive. They don't run away from you. If anything, they come in and they storm you.
Found
You didn't find. You are running. How are. You can't find me if you're running away from me. What a mess. Seriously? Is this the captain? Oh shoot. I wasn't paying attention. I was not paying attention. I should have died. Get him, Sarah. Get him.
messing with the fleet? My head!
So someone was telling me in the comments that they've gotten, their character up over level 200 and something, and they're one shot and then two shot and everything. I'm like, really? Holy cow! I'm still, you see me, I'm still using, even like this is one of the more powerful weapons I got. I'm still using half a clip. At least to get somebody down. And all right, let's get back to the pistol. And then I remember I was like, well, what you might need to do is downgrade your guns. You know what I'm saying? You know, with a character that high, all your buffs and everything is just making whatever weapons you're using that much more effective, that much more. So it's like at some point, maybe you need to, basically start working with more basic weapons. Not, weapons that with less, I can say less mods, but if your weapons are doing, 700-800 DPS or something like that, and I had somebody tell me they had weapons, they get their weapons up to 1500, 2000 DPS. I'm like, if it's doing that much, then you got to use something different, especially if the issue you're having. You see, he's standing behind the ladder. God dang it.
Get down. Damn it.
He's standing behind it. He's standing there behind that ladder. You can't shoot through the ladders. They can, but we can't. And
This is bad.
it's like, why do we have to chase you down? Figure it out. Stand and fight. Alright, is this last person up here? Interesting. So yeah, there is. I think we would have had a much easier time with the other gun, with the other weapon, with my Kadama. But this is a classic example. It's like, okay, if you're finding that the weapon you're using is just mowing through people, then you got to find a weapon that isn't as strong and say, okay, we got to, so it's like, the question is, at what level do you become basically godlike in the game, right? You know, Now, me, the way I see it is, if they can still get me down to the point where I'm getting, close to dying, then that's still a concern for me. And as you can see, I mean, it still takes quite a few shots for me to,
Good to
you
see
know,
you again. Is something amiss?
there's something amiss. You're standing there with a weapon. Doc? Sure is. No, that's not Doc. Nice outfit though. Okay, I got more rounds for this guy. That ain't doing anything. So what I think I'm going to do, so for this guy, we got very limited rounds. I'm going to put him away for now. This guy is very similar to the other one, so I'm going to put him away. I'm not a huge laser fan in the first place. So I don't know how I feel about that one right now. I think what I need to do is pick this one or this one. And I'm kind of leaning towards this one as my new weapon of choice. That's a crazy. That actually does kind of fit in, doesn't it? Holy cow. All right. Okay, let's see. And then we picked up a lot of stuff. And just so you see, this is the ship that we just picked up. Kind of cool. Kind of cool. Ain't mad at it. If anything, though, the two 3x1s on either side, I'd probably swap those out. But I ain't mad at it at all. Okay.
I was just wondering where you'd gone.
Alright, so we'll undock.
Ship's released. Let's go.
Well, we're going to need to look because something just popped up on the screen. And yeah, look at that. Look how much fuel we have burned through, even though every single time it tells me only 2 units. And we've burned through quite a bit of fuel. So we got to really get back on that. Okay. Okay. We got to travel. All right, slow down. Slow down. We gotta check our fuel. We gotta check fuel. Where am I? Okay. I don't have anything. So manage fuel. Refueling. So either told me couldn't find any fuel in the hold or it's looking. Holy cow, I got a lot of people.
Excusez-moi.
You're excused. Sarah's waiting expectantly to go to Cassiopeia. All right, pop on screen. Tell me how much you were able to find. I think it's at 5 fuel. Great.
Docking permission granted. Please proceed to your assigned bay.
Air pressure, seals, ship integrity.
Okay.
Hello. May I be of assistance?
Yeah, some guy told me to meet him here.
Designation, some guy, unknown. All current station residents located in recreation area.
Oh gosh. You ever try to open a Gatorade bottle with one hand? Holy cow. Gosh dang it. Okay. Just wait until we get this all worked through. And is that free? Can we consume that? We sure can. You got anything to drink? Sure don't.
there she is. Welcome to Stardock Alpha, my current home away from home. Glad you found your way here.
Mm-hmm. All right. So before anything else, tell me who you are.
My name is Torin. We can get more into who I am later. I promise. I imagine you have a lot of questions, and I do have answers for you. But first, we need to talk about the people who attacked you.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Fine. I'm listening. Tell me what I need to know.
The group that attacked you, they're called Watchtower. Not
Mm-hmm.
surprised if you've never heard of them. To say they're clandestine would be an understatement. From what I've gathered, it seems they've made it their life's work to hunt down and confine individuals they consider dangerous. Individuals like you. And me.
They're hunting you too.
They sure are. I've had more than a few run-ins with good old Watchtower. Most encounters have not gone well. I think I first got their attention after I dealt with a particularly nasty group of pirates. Since then, I've done my best to keep my head down, but it doesn't matter. Sooner or later, they always seem to catch up to you.
And why do they consider me dangerous?
Why indeed? What makes you so special? What sets you apart from almost everyone else in the universe? I mean, there's got to be something. Otherwise, Watchtower wouldn't have taken an interest.
And what can you tell me about Watchtower?
What can you say about a secretive galaxy-wide organization? I don't know. I can offer some information, but a lot of this will be conjecture. Given how well they hide themselves, I think it stands to reason Watchtower has infiltrated the major governments. Maybe the larger corporations, too. And their technology. I don't know if they created it themselves, but what they have is cutting edge and dangerous. Oh, and the most important thing. If Watchtower gets their hands on someone, chances are you'll never see that person again.
Watchtower, huh? Well, I guess it's good to have a name to them.
I'm glad you think so. But unfortunately for now, that's where the good news ends. Let me explain. When Watchtower came for you, I'm sure their method of capture didn't escape your notice. For people like us, Watchtower like to employ a particular device. A kind of energy weapon. The first blast disables your ship, the second disables you. Or at least, it's meant to. But you took that second burst and just kept on going, didn't you? Took a third to bring you down. Maybe now you're starting to get a picture on why Watchtower might be scared of you, huh?
So, if they're so scared of me, they should just stay away, right?
You'd think so, wouldn't you? But scared or not, they know if they hit you enough times, even the most hardy succumb to their weapon. Now, I'm a little sparse on the details, but I do know they call this weapon the Synapse Disruptor, which seems an apt name if you ask me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and here's the worst part. There's no foolproof counter to the Disruptor. None at all. Believe me, I've looked. I've tried. There's nothing.
Except the hard head, huh? I don't buy that. Everything has its weakness.
Well, glad you're staying optimistic. All right, let me backtrack and rephrase things. There is no technological counter to this weapon. No magic shields or special kind of hull plating. But this brings me to why I made contact. I have devised a strategy that would keep you and me safe from Watchtower's impromptu abductions. But the catch is, it's not something I can do alone. And it's gonna take effort. I'm gonna need your help on this. And you're gonna need mine.
Hey, I got my Kadama. We can take anything. What happens if Watchtower captures me?
Oh man, you do not want to know.
Maybe I do.
Well, actually,
Yeah.
you do.
Yeah.
I mean, you did just ask.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, how do I say this? everyone has potential,
Mm-hmm.
though most never quite reach it. If Watchtower captures you, it's not just your freedom they take. They steal from you your full potential. I think you know what I'm talking about. I can see it in your eyes. There's something about you. You're at the start of a great journey. Watchtower would take that away from you. That's why you need to avoid them.
All right. How did Watchtower find me anyway?
Honestly, I couldn't tell you. Kinda wish I knew myself. Because however they found you, it's likely the same way they keep finding me. All I know is that you'll be minding your own business, then without warning, in jump a whole bunch of Watchtower ships. And they're not aiming to kill you, they're trying to capture you. And believe me, you do not want to be captured by them.
Hold on. How did you find me?
Well, that one I can answer. You
Mm-hmm.
see, I was already on the lookout for you. I knew Watchtower would be searching for you, and I also knew they'd probably find you before I did. So I kept an eye on Watchtower comm lines, waiting to see if any patrols reported spotting you, or worse, capturing you. Which they did, and since they launched a comm beacon, I was able to intercept that, and then follow its trail back to where you were. Just in time to save your ass. Which, by the way, you are most welcome for.
Well, I appreciate it. But better question is, how did you know Watchtower was looking for me?
Huh. That's a
Mm-hmm.
fair question.
Yeah, that's why I asked
I'm
it.
trying to think of how to answer without worrying you too much.
Too late.
Okay, a while back, I got my hands on a Watchtower database. Your name showed up a lot.
Yeah, I've been busy.
Most of the information was encrypted, but there seemed to be a lot of it.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't tell you why, but Watchtower has been keeping tabs on you for some time.
I've been busy for some time. Yeah. All right. Tell me about this strategy of yours.
It's fairly simple, really. Maybe you already noticed, but Watchtower's disruptor. It takes a while to charge between bursts. And as long as your ship has power, it needs to hit you at least twice in order to incapacitate. Now, if you're flying about all by your lonesome, it's not too difficult for Watchtower to blast you as many times as they need. But what if you weren't by yourself? What if you had the support of other ships?
I'm listening.
In a nutshell, here's my strategy. You don't fly alone anymore. Instead, you get some buddies. You get more ships. You get a fleet. Then, even if Watchtower track you down and get a shot in with their disruptor, with other ships there to cover you, they'd never get a second hit, giving you time to recover, get back in the fight, and avoid capture. Think about it. It makes sense, right?
Okay. That's a very good plan. I can see how that would work.
Okay, good. I'm happy you're on board with this fleet idea. You know that the first time that we... Oh, right. Yeah, we've not really been introduced yet, have we? Let's rectify that. Like I said before, my name's Torin. Just Torin. I guess you could say I'm a traveler. Yeah, I travel the stars. Here and there, and sometimes back again. And it's likely during those travels I got the attention of Watchtower.
Let's see if there's some sort of,
They tried to shake
because
my
we've been to the Unity. There it is. There it is. You travel the stars, huh? I can relate.
Why does that not surprise me? You know, I once heard it said that travel broadens the mind. I think we might both agree there's some truth to that.
Well, it's good to know you, Torn. I'm Rhona. I appreciate you helping me.
I think nothing of it. Just doing what's right. Okay then, if we're going to make this fleet idea work, it's about time we get a move on before Watchtower catches us with our pants down.
Well, I don't want to get captured. Not by Watchtower. Definitely not with pants down or up. I tell you that.
You and me both.
Mm-hmm.
Here's how we're gonna pull this this fleet thing off. First, we need some hardware, equipment, especially designed to handle this sort of thing. Had a pal look into it, and he figured out what we'll need. A Model 2 fleet sync control node. And he knows where we can find one, too. But the problem is, control node's not easily accessible. It's stored away in an old facility with no simple way in. But I got a solution for that. Here, catch.
Was this some sort of grenade?
That is our solution. You ever hear about the orbital drops the UC and Freestar Collective did during the Colony War?
Who hasn't?
Basically, troops planet-side would toss down a flare, like the one I just gave you. It would mark a spot, and then depending on what the flare signaled, ships in orbit would fire down whatever was requested. Emergency backup, supplies, or sometimes just a good old airstrike. Or orbit strike, I guess. They called them sky drops. Very versatile, very useful, and now very illegal. Forbidden by the armistice. At least for the military. But we're not military.
I'm Vanguard.
Sky drop system rigged up to my ship, and that's what we're going to use to get into that facility and grab the hardware we need.
How does Skydrop get us into the facility?
Ah, come on. I don't want to ruin the surprise. That's half the fun. Before revealing the specifics, I'll let your imagination run wild just a little while longer.
All right, I'm ready. Let's get this fleet hardware.
That's what I like to hear. Time to get moving. Jump in your ship and meet me outside. Hail me when you're ready, and we'll plot a course. I'm glad we're doing this. You and me. We'll show Watchtower they picked the wrong people to mess with. This time.
All right, let's get out of here.
Nice. Clean set there.
We're going to be jumping to Eridani 3 in the Eridani system. Once we're there, we can get things started. You good to go?
Understood. I'll set a course now.
Okay then. Power up your grav drive and take point. I'll be right behind you.
In one instant, stars rearranged.
And here we are at sunny Eridani 3. Alright, power up your scanners and do a sweep of the planet. See if we can find our facility.
All right. What kills me is the radio, right? It's like it took until now for them to finally figure out how to do this radio thing consistently, right?
Receiving your telemetry. There it is. I see our facility, near one of the poles. Huh. Gren wasn't kidding. Most of it's buried under ice. Won't be easy to get inside. But no problem. That's why we've got Skydrop. All we need to do is... Hey, I'm detecting incoming ships. They're small. Look like drones. Watchtower drones, damn! They probably detected our scan. We'll have to deal with them before we can head to the planet's surface. Don't worry, these things aren't big enough to carry disruptors. Still, they can do some damage, so let's take them out as fast as we can.
Roger that. How many are there? Okay. Let's go after this one first. All right.
Glad it was just drones. Okay then, let's get back to the plan. I'll need to stay in orbit in order to use Skydrop. You'll need to land and find the exterior of the facility. Once you're there, I'll provide further instructions.
Land ship, find facility. Got it.
Make sure you keep warm. Conditions down there don't seem overly hospitable. Okay, have a good landing.
All right, hold on. Apparently, we need fuel. Look at this mineral. It's up here. And one more. All right, we got more fuel. Nice. Okay, let's get in there. All right. And abandoned facility.
Time to park this puppy.
Facility you're looking for shouldn't be too far away. Make your way there and I'll start prepping Skydrop.
Okay, you see how our vehicle is so far away? Apparently that's due to a mod that we added. The sad part is it's a mod that I really am liking so far. So I haven't taken it off because I really enjoy the character in the mod. I don't think we've actually started up anything here in this playthrough, but I am kind of looking forward to doing that. So it's just going to take a little bit of time, you know. But what we're going to see is our vehicle is just not going to be anywhere near our ship for a while. All right, so that's the abandoned Watchtower facility. I think we've pretty much scanned everything. Scannable. Yeah, we're just going to do this on foot. I think it's just Sarah and I, to tell you the truth. Yep. All right.
Looks like you're there. Okay, here's what you need to do. In order for Skydrop to work, the ship deploying needs pinpoint coordinates and a drop request. So, take out that flare I gave you, punch in a request for a surface missile, then throw the flare near the exposed portion of the facility.
Where is it?
That's right. We're blasting this sucker open. And I've only got one missile on board, so make sure you don't mess up.
strikes, surface missile. All right. And there it is. It already equipped it for us. Okay.
Okay, that's a good read. System's got a lock, missile loaded, skydrop deploying. Nice work. Now we've got a way inside. Oh, shit. Perhaps I should have mentioned this sooner. This isn't a Watchtower facility we're breaking into. But I didn't expect them to have mechs. Your weapon won't scratch it. We just used our only skydrop. Shit, shit. Oh, I got an idea. Get some distance between you and that mech. Now.
Evaluating threat level. System integrity at risk.
Okay, even our OP weapon is not doing any. God dang it! I ran into the wrong building. All right, here we go. Get out of there! Get out of there!
System integrity at risk.
All right, remember, Watchtower is still looking to capture you. So find the control node, get back to Stardock, and my friends there will help you. And if we don't see each other again, best of luck.
Uh huh.
Got complete confidence in you. Hey, you want to see something cool? Fix your eyes on the mech. It's say goodbye in 3, 2, 1. Touchdown.
Whoa. Sarah, what are you doing? Oh, what am I doing? There's look, tons of loot. All right, let's get in there. Let's see what we got. All right, Sarah. We're gonna go to first person and stealth. All right. Okay. Oh shoot. Ouch. I didn't break anything. I need to go that way. So we're gonna go this way. There's a lot of flashlights. Sarah, why are you gonna get in my way? So as you can see, we needed our our best gun for this one. We needed our best weapon for this one for sure. I hear some stuff still wanting to go. Where are you? Where are you? Come on. I can't see you. Alright. Oh. There you are. What's over here? Something's still over here. There's a mechs are coming in faster than we can process. Regular shipments are backing up. Manifests don't match, and no one's giving orders. R&D walks in, takes what they want, and leaves the rest. No documentation, no explanations. Forklifts have been restricted for sensitive material, leaving my crew scrambling over crates. Efficiency is tanking. If our officers expect results, they need to stop overriding standard operations. Clarification is requested. Okay. We're supposed to go where? Somewhere I don't see. I'm not seeing it anymore. All right, so we'll go back up here. Oh, there's stuff up in here. All right, so we got to go that way. All right. And it is not as simple as we thought. Okay. I love it. I love it. Look how it still get the Tesla is kicking in. Boom.
Bring it on!
And look how the Tesla just eating them up. I love it. I love it. This gun is just OP, man. Is there an alarm around here? I'm looking for an alarm to shut off. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, let's see. What are we gonna do? What I'm trying to do is find a computer that maybe possibly will turn off the response that is just sitting there waiting. I mean, who brings a loaf of bread to work? Okay. Isn't that where it was? Oh, it's pointing over here. Okay. Okay, find a way to proceed. Retrieve the key node. Key node is through there. Hmm. Okay, so there wasn't really anything major to get here, but there was still loot. So might as well had, just come in here and check it out. Because where we really want to go I think we have to hit these. Do we have to hit these locks in a certain order? How many are there? 3? Okay. Mm-hmm. The system works as it should. Here's the breakdown. 1 reroutes power to the worker floor. 1 activates combat bot security, used with discretion. And 1 lowers the assembly equipment elevator. It's shorting, I know. Take the side ramp for now. It's a stopgap. This is not daycare. Learn the system, document it, and stop wasting time on trivialities. Well, we can't do anything with the switches anyway. Where's the other one? Got enough turds in one room? How do you open that? Security continues to flag munitions shortage stock levels within. Operations remain functional. Shooting range is operational. No further. One breached. Complaints. Alright. Nothing. Mm-hmm. All right, how do we get out of here? I just get a kick out of it when they just tumble on over. Which way? Not this way. Request an immediate reassignment from this facility. T. Bellamy. Okay. We are about to learn the process. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So we initialize the system. Okay, so initialize. Then you got to power the insulators, and then the oscillators, and then you got to flip the distributors. So initialize, insulators, oscillators, distributors. Okay, so that means right here, insulation, oscillation, initialization, and distributors. So initialize, and then insulate, and then oscillate, and then distributors. And then we must go. Where does it want us to go? All the way over there. Where am I supposed to go? Okay, up there. I'm so sidetracked with trying to grab all the loot I can. We didn't get all the loot the other time I was in here. We did spend a lot of time running around getting chased. And sadly, I missed all the loot. Okay, I think that's all the loot to be had. Whoa. Nothing in cargo hold. All right. We need to get this guy. And then we got to return to the Star Dock. Where's our... there it is.
Hey, you found it. All by yourself, too. Well done.
Hey, you're alive.
I am? Huh, you're right. How about that? Guess I do have some explaining to do. But not here. Not now. We'll be safer back at Stardock. We can talk more there. And also get started on your fleet.
This fleet sync control node. This is what we came here for, right?
Yep. This particular make and model is exactly what we need. At least according to Gren. You've not met him yet, but once we're back at Stardock, I'll make the necessary introductions.
All right, fair enough.
Sounds good to me. Now call me crazy, but I don't think my ship is going to be flying anytime soon. So I'm going to have to bum a ride. Don't worry though, I am a great co-pilot. I only ever crash ships when I mean to. Okay, let's head back to... Was that you or me?
That was not me.
Connection error detected. Anomalies in Corvette control system. Containment protocols engaged. Area sealed.
Huh. Evidently, pulling that control node had one or two unforeseen consequences. Oh, no. No, 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 no. We are not... This isn't... We cannot fight this thing. It's shields. There's no way we can get through those. The firepower needed to... Wait, I think I got a plan. Stay here and get behind some damn cover.
One second. Just checking. It's missing some systems. But it does have its synapse disruptor. Perfect. One small snafu. Corvette doesn't have power. It is umbilical to the facility's reactor. Here's the plan. We can draw power from the facility. You just need to flip some breaker switches. Should be 4 of them around the hangar bay. I'll regulate things from here. You flip those switches fast as you can.
All right, this one's going to be the most impossible one. So let's go get these first.
Evaluating threat level. This area is restricted.
All right, there's one. Where's the other one?
Almost there, but we're still short. So close.
Yeah, I missed this the last time.
Hostile activity noted.
All right. Are we still? I don't think we are. I think that's all we needed to do was disable the mech. Hey,
Well, look at you. Now that's what I call thinking outside the box.
right?
I'll have to remember that strategy. Good job finding that security card. You clearly put the work in. Gave this place a good perusing.
Seemed like the best thing to do.
You'll get no argument from me. Like I said, I'll have to remember that one for next time. Well, lockdown's over and we have the control node. We can finally leave this place. Come on, let's hightail it back to Stardock.
All right, which way is out? See, the first time I was coming through here, I was over encumbered, and I was just trying to get the switches flipped. And this, when I saw the chest there, I was like, "Oh heck no, I'm not gonna leave that crate alone." And then, you're looking around, and all of a sudden, there's the computer, and it's like, "Wait a minute." And I needed the password. I was like, "What if this computer?" And there it was, a much simpler solution. Saved us the trouble of trying to basically parkour our way up to that other switch, because the last time it was very hard to get to. Is that the mech? Kind of want to shoot it. It points this way, but I don't think that's the way to go. I think this is the way we came in. All right, back to Stardock. Says need 3.998, and it took 50. Is that a little bit concerning there?
Seals are locked and we are docked.
Torin! Why is it every time we get back from a supply run, you're nowhere to be found? Is it really that hard to stay put and not leave the station unattended?
Ah, you're exaggerating. It's not every time. Besides, Babs was here.
Babs can't regulate the station's power core. You know, the unstable power core.
So, how was your supply run? Those surgeon guys have everything you need?
No, they didn't. Per usual. And don't think I didn't notice you changing the subject.
Speaking of changing the subject, let me introduce my friend here.
Hello, nice to meet you.
Oh, yeah. Hi. Nice to meet you too. Sorry, who are you?
This is the person I told you about, Harper. The one I was looking for. She was very almost a permanent guest of Watchtower. Thankfully, though, I was there to save her sorry ass. Instead of waiting alone on an empty station, twiddling my thumbs.
Oh, I see. Huh. Then I guess you had a good excuse to not be here.
He sure
You're
did.
off the hook. This time.
1,000 thank yous, my fair lady. Thy generosity is truly boundless.
Put a sock in it, Torin. And you, Torin's friend? From what I understand, you be no fan of Watchtower, right? If you want to give them a bloody lip, come talk to me when you have a moment. Got a job for you.
All right.
That's Harper. Stardock belongs to her as much as it belongs to anyone. She lets a few of us hang out here, provided we don't misbehave.
What is the station we're on?
Stardock. Well, now it is, but it's really only had that name for the past few months. Before that, it laid abandoned for a decade or so. And before that, I think it was some sort of outpost during the Colony War? You should ask Harper about it. She knows more about this place than I do.
And who is a few of us?
Let's see. There's me, Gren, and the occasional drifter. And I suppose now you as well. Harper's got a soft spot for the dispossessed. That's for sure.
Okay, and how did you survive that crash landing?
That's a good question. It wasn't easy. I mean, I never intended for a suicide run, but still, you can't always rely on your talents to get you out of a jam. But I did have a way out. A sort of escape plan. Without getting too deep into the nitty-gritty details, let's just say this time my talent was at least enough to avoid certain death. But not enough to land me anywhere near you, post-escape. That's why it took me a while to catch up to you. Sorry about that. But you did just fine without me. And I knew you would.
You know, you didn't really answer how you escaped.
Ah, you already know. And if you don't, you will soon enough. So, why spoil the surprise? Look, I'm still here, you're still here, that's what's important. The specifics, those will come when the time is right.
All right, so we got the note. How did we get this fleet?
For that, we need to go talk with Gren. He's a ship engineer. Can help us get everything set up and installed. You've not met him yet, so maybe I should... Gren maybe isn't what you'll be expecting. But you don't need to worry about him. He's on our side.
Okay. Let's go meet Gren.
That's the spirit. We should head over to Gren's workshop. Or, I suppose we could go to the bar, talk with Harper first. She did seem to want you for something. It's up to you what we do. Lead and I will follow.
All right, since Harper is right here, we'll go talk to her.
First rule. This is my home, and you're a guest. So behave yourself.
Roger that.
So long as you don't cause trouble, my docking bays are always open.
Okay.
With that out of the way, welcome to Stardock. I think that's what we ended up calling this place.
So you own Stardock.
That I do. Found this place a few months back. Abandoned for years. Falling apart at the seams. But with a little love and a lot of welding, we got it into decent shape. And best of all, here, I make the rolls. Sleep a hell of a lot better knowing that.
All right, and you said something about Watchtower? Giving him a bloody look?
Sure did. Compared to Torin and Gren, I don't have much of an axe to grind with Watchtower. But from the little I know of them, I don't think I like them very much. They seem like the domineering type, sticking their noses where they're not wanted. So, when Gren tells me he detects some sort of Watchtower listening post in the Altair system, I can't say I'm too happy about that.
The Altair system? That's barely a jump away. No wonder you're agitated.
So you have no prior issues with Watchtower?
Me, personally? No, never even knew they existed until a few months back. But the more I learn about them, the more I know I don't want them anywhere near my station.
All right. Sounds like something that should be dealt with.
I don't care if it's the Freestar Collective, pirates, or even this Watchtower. I don't want anyone snooping around near my home. This listening post, it's not good for any of us. It's got to go.
Hey, you won't get any argument out of me.
So here's my proposition. I tell you where this listening post is, you download any data it's collected, then take it offline. I'll pay you for your time, a nice heap of credits, more than enough to make it worth your while.
What sort of data is Watchtower collecting?
Beats me. That's part of why I'm asking you to do this. It could be something as innocuous as planet survey records.
I doubt it.
Though that would be anticlimactic.
Won't Watchtower know it was us?
They'll know someone hit their listening posts, sure. They're not idiots. But space is big. As long as you're careful and don't leave a trail, they'll have no clue who pulled the plug or where they went. Just keep your head down and don't get sloppy. No witnesses, no problem.
What's your goal here? Why ask me to do it?
Thought I was pretty clear. I don't want some creepy listening post near my home. Simple as that. If you're asking why I'm interested in the data, Well, let's just say I'm curious. What's Watchtower trying to poke their nose into, and why? That kind of intel could be worth something.
All right. Just tell me where the post is.
We only passed by the system, but as best we could tell, the listening post was somewhere on Altair 3. Couldn't tell you exactly where, though. You'll probably have to investigate the planet to find that out.
We actually already have experience searching for Watchtower facilities. I think we know just what to look for. Before we head out, we should check in with Gren. He can help us put our fleet together.
All right. Okay. So, I think with that, I think that's where we're going to call it. Yeah. We got to go talk to Gren. I think we'll get our first ship in our fleet. And then we'll be off to go attack this watchtower. And then after that, we have to get Sarah to Cassiopeia, talk to Andrasia. Barrett's probably gonna want to talk soon too. And then we'll keep building up this place here, because I got a funny feeling as we progress, we're gonna be able to get more ships and build this place up. So yeah. All right. So guys, remember, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And we will see you soon. All right. Later, guys.